Okay, excuse my music. So, I decided to do another YouTube video. Um, just some updates about me. I did get another. I think I heard something. I'm not sure. That's the music in the background. Okay. So, oh, Hello Kitty pajamas. People ask me where I got them. Target and Target too. Um, yeah, I'm in my Jamie's today. So, is that distracting to you guys? I hope it's not. I got the washer going too. So, first of all, I was supposed to do an updated video about my vlog, about my journey, my surgery. I did have another quote unquote surgery. And to anybody thinks that, oh, I get plastic surgery because I want to, I have not changed my face. I have not changed my butt. I haven't did anything like that. Like I haven't did nose, lips, haven't did any of that. All of mine were medically necessary. I had to get a scar revision from, if you watch my old vlog, I had got a paniculectomy about 6 months ago. So I had to get some scar revision and make it more even because some of it was a little, I think one side was up higher than the other. It kind of looked lopsided. I noticed, and then my doctors noticed, and like, oh, okay. And with the anesthesia, again, we all know I flipped out. Cried, did everything. But a lot has happened since my last vlog. I'm just really thankful for the people I have in my life that stuck it out with me for years. People have gone and left, and you know, it was a point I think they had to go. It was, you know, it was a season, it ended. It's pretty, you know. But those who stayed around me and like pushed me, I mean, I even have to thank my doctor that pushed me. Speaking of weight loss, I do weigh. Everybody asks this. Everybody fluctuates, but the scale, my scale said today was 168.7. So teeter totter a little bit, but that's cool too. I healed pretty well, had some complications. I did have to go to the hospital, which I'm really thankful for, that I had a really good friend that made me go to the hospital because I wasn't going to go. And I suffered severe dehydration and yeah, got some meds and some pain meds and it's all good. So I'm here. I'm blessed to be here. So I guess I can explain how they did it with the revision, and then I get in with the life journey or whatever I'm going through. So they actually cut where, I guess when people get C-sections, I don't have any kids or anything, but they had to go back in there and they lipo the scar tissue out and they even everything out, and yeah, it's in and out. You're supposed to get local. I can't go in the local because there's no way in God's created earth that I can probably go local. Child, no. I'll probably pass out and almost run out that room like I almost ran out the day on operating room that day. But I had a really good support system in place that I'm so thankful of her. She knows who she is. And her two little minions. So that happened 2 weeks ago. And then prior to that, back in August, I started a journey. You know, I was going on USA Jobs. I was applying to anything. I didn't even apply to stuff. It could have been a cardiologist job. And I'm like, oh, I took biology for 10 years, so does that count? I mean, really. You just start clicking. You start getting desperate. I mean, and I talk about this a lot. And I will give my testimony. I had to go through 5 years of turmoil, and it's not turmoil. 5 years of storms. I had 5 years to think. I had 5 years to pray. I had 5 years to get my relationship better with Christ. I had 5 years to transform myself. I had 5 years that was looking for a job. I had 5 years that people downplayed me and treated me so wrong. But I thank those people now, because without those trials, you know, everybody wants God to be, but God will make you humble yourself to a point that you don't know what's going to come the next day. There are times I didn't eat, and maybe it was a form of fasting. I don't know. I didn't eat. It's really emotional for me to say. But, yeah, there were a lot of times that I saw a lot of darkness, and it wasn't easy. In 5 years, I had to get myself humbled. I had to grow. So I got called up for this interview. I got called for so many interviews, got told no for whatever reason, you know. They don't really have to tell you whatever reason. So at that point, I started interning, like I said. Something looks better than nothing, that you're doing something, even if it's non-paid or whatever. And I actually interviewed for a position in DC, which I really want to go back and work at, to go back corporate. There's a numerous reasons for that, but let's all just be real. Benefits? I need health care. I got issues. Like, I want to just break my arm just for the hell of it and just go to the... I want to cut my finger and say, oh, I got my finger. I need to go to the hospital, and I know it's going to be paid for. You see how society is? We take advantage. So I interviewed in August, and I said, great. I walked out, had the best out. I said, I'm dressed, I'm snatched, I got the belt on, I got the heels on. I walked out. I should know in a week. I had a second interview over the phone. And I don't get the best reception in my house, so I had to go outside in the car. And you gotta think, it's August. August in the DC area, I probably lost 10 pounds sitting there. I mean, I think the sunscreen was burning my eyes and in my contacts. I don't know, but I got out and I looked gray. When I mean gray, like, because it was just sliding off my skin. I'm like, you know what? Well, at least I lost 5 pounds doing it. And I thought it went awesome. I went great. And then I was, you know, you always ask, can I follow up? When is the next time? What's the next step? What do I do? Oh, speaking of this, I even have Hello Kitty slippers. I guess I have to throw that out there. So, with that being said, at the same time, I was thankful. You know, God always knows what you're going to go through. I had to go through surgeries and stuff before I got high. it's amazing how he works, because it's like, no, we're not going to give it to you yet, Tasha, because you got to go through this journey and you're still going through it. You're not ready yet. And I had to keep reminding myself that, like, okay, maybe it's not ready. Maybe something else is coming up. Maybe something's going to happen. I don't know. So at that same time, I got called back for a third interview. And this was for, ironically, the interview was face-to-face. And it was on my birthday. And they said, can you come in tomorrow? Now, I didn't have any money or anything. I didn't have any money for the train or the bus. I had to ask friends, like, can I borrow? I don't want to ask, can I borrow? Can I have $20 so I can get to this interview? Just so I can get there. That's how bad it was. But I was determined to get there somewhere. If I was going to have to walk, I didn't even care. There's a point I needed to be there. And lo and behold, it was the same person, but I guess he had to see me face to face. And when I say, and I don't mean this in a mean way to anybody or disregard to anybody, but the DC area is very visual. And it's not going on how you show your butt or anything like that, because I cover up everything all the time. Like, I show virtually no skin unless I'm going to a pool or something like that, and I have yet to do that, but I can't wait. But DC has a very I don't want to call out brands or anything like that, but very what's the word for it, very posh and put together. Your hair has to be in the right place. You have to be a right size. You know, people can't discriminate against color, but they're going to discriminate against weight. And let's be honest, it hurts. Nobody wants to hear it, but I'm saying it. They will, and they do. How you look in a suit does it. And I don't even know anybody that worked there, so I couldn't even pull the nepotism card or anything like that. Couldn't pull it like that, but I know I had to have myself pulled together and look the part. And all I did is pray before I go in, and every single time that I will have the right thing to say, and the right words to say, and the right demeanor to say it, and how to say it, and to be professional enough, and to sit straight. And it was just reminders that I know I had to do, because I wanted this so bad. And then at the end of the interview, it came down to 2 people. So the whole time I'm thinking after that, I really thought to myself, I'm like, 2 people. Well, did I go first? Did I go last? What did the other person look like? What did they say? What did they wear? How long did they stay in there? Did they find out then? Did they ask the same questions? You know, it was a whole bunch of this things that just plays onto your thought process. And it did. It really played on me. And there were days I would call my friends crying, said I didn't get it. I don't know. I even thought I had it. Then at one point I didn't have it. And I would call the number for information. I mean, these people knew me by name, by name. I called them every week, probably twice a week, just to check on them, because I was so hungry. When you're so hungry and fight for what you want, because there's no other way but up. I fought tooth and nail. I called every day for 4 months. November 23rd, I'm about to cry. I went to my church and I laid every single mask and lied to myself. And my pastor prayed with me. And I had to lay everything down. I think you have to be truthful to yourself and honest and finally take off a mask. Stop wearing a mask. There's no point. People see through it. God definitely sees it. And once I did that and was honest with myself, that's when everything fell into place. 5 years, like I said, but literally after I walked out my pastor's office and stuff, and we hugged and stuff like that, and I decided, the heck with it, I'll go into the city. I didn't have any money or anything like that. I'm going to the city because I need to get out the house, and I can't isolate myself or anything like that. Like, he was saying the things that I have been saying for, like, it was just a confirmation, everything that, you know, I was saying. Like, friends were saying, like, you here? And I said, you know, I'm getting out the house. I'm just going to go to, if you don't know, it's a train station, it's a metro station, Vienna Metro Station I went to. I took the bus, I got on the train, and I said, I'm just going to go take pictures because, I started doing a lot of pictures and everything, and that was my outlet. By the way, a lot of my photos got put on WTTG, Fox 5 News. Shout out to them. Thank you so much for, showing my photography. Like, that humbled me a lot. But, like I said, November 23rd, I got a phone call maybe an hour or so after that, after, I left my church and stuff. I was getting on the train, and they asked, is this Natasha Fry? And I said, it is. I looked at the number and I picked it up and I said, oh man. And I'm thinking in my head, and I don't even know if I said it out loud. I said, if they ask me for another damn interview, they can forget it. I don't know. I don't even want it at that point. I gotta go through that. And I don't know if I said it out loud. But she said, when she said, congratulations, I'm here to offer you this position. Are you still interested? And I asked them, is it okay for me to cry? And she was laughing. She said, it is okay because you waited so long. I felt like the movie with Lou Diamond and where the girl fell in love with the pilot. It's an 80s movie. I can't think of it. My brain is like shattered sometimes. So I called one of my best friends. One didn't pick up. I texted the rest of them. But the one that did pick up, I was shaking and I said, Kim, I cannot believe this happened. I got it. And I started crying, and she told me to calm down. I said, okay, I think I'm going to be okay. So me being me, coming back from the train, like I did my little stint in DC, I did my pics and stuff like that. I actually called the agency back just to make sure it was the right person they were talking to. And I know that's so bad, you shouldn't doubt yourself, but I did. I'm like, do they really mean me? And then I got the email, and so you get, your tentative offer. Going off of my tentative offer, oh my gosh, it's going to be such a long video. I'm sorry. But I got a lot to catch you guys up on. So, I got my tentative offer. I had a start date. Like, yeah, bam, I'm going to start December 14th, which was 2 days ago. We'll get on that subject soon. the person that did Frank, they were out. I'm like, wow, what's going on? But it was a blessing in disguise because that's when I had to get my revision done. So I had time to rest up. And I think it was a sign. I think it was a gift. And I think God's like, we're doing this. Child, sit still. It's happening for a reason like this. I don't want you there now. You're not strong enough. You haven't healed yet. Just sit and wait. You've been waiting for 5 years. You can wait another 2 weeks. It's going to be okay. Bills will get paid. You will be fed. I have not let you down yet. You have come through this more. You have overcame so much stuff in 37 years. You are going to be okay. Another week or 2 isn't going to kill you. Which is true. So I would call again because I got the whole, background, everything, whatever. Don't say, I'm not saying what it is. If you follow me on Facebook or something like that, you know where I start working at soon. So the original position, they called yesterday. I would call, nobody picked up. Called yesterday, called the people where I originally talked to, the official people, and she told me what to do because I felt like I was being a pest, and I didn't want to be a pest and lose, the position. Like, oh, this girl is annoying. She don't stop calling, like, that's her. Oh, no. I thought they were blocking me or whatever. So, yesterday I called, and I actually talked to a live person. And then the person called me back. The other person the real person that's really, really in charge of everything. She called me back and she told me congratulations again. She said, and she was like, I do apologize. She's like, oh, when can you start? I'm like, today, tomorrow, yesterday. And she started laughing. She's like, we want to start you on the pay period. And that's just how we do. We want you on the pay period so you don't have to wait that extra week without getting paid. And I said, okay. And she said, well, again. So, but all good. And she said, we are sending you now when you get your official offer, then it's real. That's what you've been waiting for. It's like angels were singing and trumpets were blaring and crying started, and you buy new pajamas because I'm gonna get a paycheck. I'm about to go break my hand because I'll have insurance in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go break my hand. No, I ain't gonna do that because I don't like paying too much. But anyway, I got my offer letter and it was a different position. I'm not even going to question it. I'm just going to praise it because it's not what it was. It's something higher. And I will tell you this, God will put you in positions and people don't think you're qualified for it. And I know you have heard this before. But evidently somebody else saw it in me and put me up. I don't even like to, just humbling myself, and I don't want to say, the status or anything like that, but let's just say there's steps, and there's assistants, there's analysts, and there's specialists, and there's managers. I got specialists, and I was really honored that they give me the credit and know that there's a brain up here. I'm smarter than people think I really am, and I may joke and stuff like that, and I don't put my I don't brag about degrees or anything like that because it's a piece of paper. Intelligence and common sense are something that can't be taught. It's a way of life. It's a way of growing. Determination. It's something that you got to go through, and I just want to thank everybody again. And this is my journey. It's part of my testimony. And I hope it helps anybody out there. It's a little long, but I just pray that, whatever you're going through, don't give up. Just don't ever give up, even when people tell you to be complacent and to give up, or people have left or family have left, and dude, you're stronger than what you really think you are, and God will let you know. If you don't have anybody else, I didn't think I had anyone else. There were dark moments, but the whole time I wasn't alone. So I'm sorry. But yeah. Comment, write, subscribe, do whatever. Just be kind and respectful. Just be respectful. I don't need to disrespect, because that's an automatic deletion. I'm not perfect. So, with that being said, you say something out of pocket and you may get it back and you probably get deleted, and that's why I go to church, so I can do better. Okay. Bye. Have a great day.